Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mahwash Ajaz. You're watching me on the Expat Story on YouTube, on Spotify, wherever my voice is heard. Welcome to the Expat Story Invite. Welcome to the Expat Story Events. We bring you interesting personalities from all across the UAE, all across the world, who have amazing stories to share, their expat story, and not just their expat story, but they've done so much with their lives. And we've come to this gorgeous little cafe, Naranj Cafe at Doubletree by Hilton, which has graciously invited us and agreed to host our little conversation. I have a really interesting panel of people. They are presenters, they are entertainers, they talk to you just like I talk to you, and they have their own platforms which they have grown over the many years. And in the age of AI, they've managed to retain their originality and their voices, and that's why I thought it would be a wonderful idea to bring their personalities, their stories to you. Assalamu alaikum guys, hello, welcome to the Expat Story podcast.
Thank you so much.
So many of you guys must be really familiar with the audience already, I'm pretty sure, yeah?
Of course. So sweet of you.
And they've seen your voices, they've seen your pictures, their videos. I want to introduce quickly just their names and then they will tell you about themselves. Ahmad Al Marzooqi, who is known for chai with Ahmed.
Yes, now having coffee with Ahmed.
Coffee with Ahmed at Naranj Cafe. And Ahmad's voice has been resonating with everybody for so long. You've been very consistent. I really admire that because this is a tough industry to be consistent in. So we're going to hear about you from your in your own words in just a minute. We've got Priya Jethani, presenter. Priya did not remember, but we met a long time back at the Dubai International Film Festival and we were covering it, and I really admire how hard women like Priya work because it's, again, a very volatile industry. So to stay relevant, and that's something we're also going to focus on. Asad Raza Khan, we have a different connection.
Yes,
we have a Yaraway connection.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Asad Raza is an entertainer, a presenter. He's got his own podcast these days, which is making all the waves on social media. Asad, thank you so much. Priya, Ahmad, thank you so much for giving me your time.
Thank you so much for having us.
Ahmad, we'll start with you in just a quick few seconds, like maybe a minute or so, because everybody's just got a minute, short attention spans. Tell me about yourself. Tell me your expat story. Tell me, well, you're not an expat, you're an Emirati, you've been living here, this is your land, and all the expats that the UAE welcomes, they're all a part of your story as well. So tell me your story. Tell me what makes you create.
So basically what I do is I have a show called Chai with Ahmed. I interview celebrities. Yes. I am the bridge between the Indians and the locals because back then our great-grandfather days that, they used to do import, export gold and, all of those with Indians. But then suddenly somehow it lost that connection. So through my show, definitely because everyone likes entertainment, movies. So this is a corner that I choose to bring back those memories. And at the same time, there are a lot of Arab fans, they want to reach out to the celebrities, but they couldn't. So I'm the voice of that. At the same time, right now I'm doing the movie reviews because I'm doing everything that a passionate person about Bollywood.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing currently. And in a nutshell, this is it.
Amazing. Priya.
So I have been living in the UAE since I was born.
Oh, wow.
Raised here.
Oh, wow.
So everything I've done has been here. So this place has been more home to me than any other place in the world. With schooling and my earlier in a corporate job and now in media. My entire life has been here.
And you're a presenter for ZTV.
I'm a presenter for ZTV since the last 10 plus years. I work also as an MC. I host different kinds of events, corporates, weddings, sports. I also create content, and I've been doing TV commercials, etc., small little acting stints, but recently I've done like a major one, like it was an acting debut for me because it was such an intense role that I played. I did a web series for the first time. So now
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yay. And we'll see it when?
It's already streaming on an app called Atrangi, which is from India, but it's available here as well. So
what's the web series called? Tell us.
It's called Khamosh Ahate.
Oh my, intense.
I play
I
play the role of Aizil.
I thought you were the Ahate.
So Aizil, who goes through a lot.
Who
goes through probably. Yeah, she goes through like an abusive marriage, survives
Oh,
that,
my
and
God.
then somebody saves her and she falls in love, and then there's heartbreak.
Aw.
Then she turns evil, so all things negative.
Yeah.
Evil.
Okay,
So
then.
it's very contrary to my usual self, which is very laughing and bubbly and smiley and joyful and all of that. You're completely opposite.
Oh, we'll definitely
Priya
come to
posted
that.
some pictures on this. She posted some pictures of the stills of that.
Uh-huh.
And while I was going through her Instagram, I was like, wait, this is not Priya. Why is she like, maybe
AI.
she's,
That's
Posting
AI.
somebody else's
maybe she's
pictures.
voicing domestic violence and abuse, and then it's like, oh no, it's Priya. It's
Yeah.
her
Oh
acting
my
is really
God.
good. Like,
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I had people
She-
messaging me saying that these pictures are too disturbing. I said, please focus on my acting and watch the
Nobody's
show.
sure. Yeah.
Don't feel bad.
Once a casting director told me that when we cast someone, we give them the opposite role. Like if she's a bubbly, we give her the evil role. You will
Yeah.
shine.
Ah,
Inshallah.
okay, wow. We're definitely looking forward to that. Asad, your story.
So I was born here in Dubai, but then I took a break. I was about 10 when we moved back to Pakistan for a bit. Then we traveled all over
What
the
city?
world. In Karachi.
In Karachi. Hey,
But
Karachi.
for university, I went to Lahore. So
Okay.
my connection is
Okay.
with both
All of-
Karachi
okay.
and Lahore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then we moved around the place. We lived in Switzerland, we lived in the States, but then we came back to the UAE in 2012,
Nice.
2012. And that was pretty much when we realized that this is
Home.
home.
Yeah.
It just felt the right place to be, and I've been here since. Again, like Priya was doing corporate as well, and then started entertaining, acting, writing, producing.
And we've hosted a
presenting.
show on
We
TV
hosted a show together
as well.
Nice.
Actually, that was one of our first shows in
Yeah.
Dubai together. It was called Music Garage for ZTV and another app called View. They were doing a collab, and we were hosting that. We were together for 48 hours for that shoot and sleep deprived, but those were very, very good memories. And yeah, now we do a lot of theater over here, movies, television. When things were a little more open, I went and even worked in a few Bollywood movies, worked in Yaraway, which
Yeah.
is Pakistani movies, did a couple of Henchmen 2, Henchmen 3 in a Hollywood movie as well, because that's all they were willing to cast me for. So Alhamdulillah, this place has been a very good gateway for me, even from a global aspect.
I think for Indians in Pakistan, it's such a wonderful little, place where we
Yeah.
take those friendships and those opportunities and those professional jumps. Ahmad, we talk about authenticity a lot, and there's a lot of talk. Oh, we have to be our most authentic self. Now we are in the age of AI, where there's a lot of AI slop.
Yeah.
There's like strawberries fighting with bananas
Yes.
over why this child is an orange, things like these. And this just, those are getting like massive eyeballs. As an original content creator, which you are, and you've been working hard, like I said, to be consistent in something like this is a challenge.
Of course.
So what's your take on how to retain that voice and how to remain authentic to your own sort of brand?
See, the most important thing, you don't need to copy anyone's content. Unfortunately, those new people who are coming up, because I've been receiving a lot of DM that I want to be a content creator, give us a tip, I want to be like this person. No, you cannot be like that person. That person is that person.
That person,
You need to
yeah.
have your own identity. When I started, I was also looking up for some other creators, but then I said, like, if I do this, I am copying that. And the audience nowadays, they are very intelligent. They know everything. So just keep yourself. Choose your niche.
Yeah.
Choose your niche. Choose it wisely. Choose something that you love. Not because this is doing this kind of content, he's getting like a lot of views, I will do the same thing. It will reach, but then it will stop. Because they will know that's what you're doing, and people are already consuming on content that people are doing it. So people already saw those kind of content. Why they will come and see. Do
Yeah.
something new.
Yeah.
So when I started, I did in Bollywood because no Arab was doing this. There was someone who was doing it, but that was in an interview, and he was a critic. I am people's voice. I am just a normal audience. I'm not a critic. And then I started to do the interview. Then now people know me as Chai with Ahmed because I am doing something different.
Yeah.
So this is what I want from the people to know. I don't want to reach to the level that, for example, I want to have millions of views, I have paid campaigns. No, I want people to know who am I, what I'm doing. Oh, this is the Bollywood guy. Let's say hi to him.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I really wanted to do.
Yeah,
So this is,
yeah.
for me, this is the originality.
Yeah.
And Priya, now that TV is something which has taken a huge backseat to social media, to modern media, whatever else you want to call it, and then now there's another step, like I said, AI.
Yeah.
How challenging is it for women to kind of stay ahead of the curve? and as somebody who's been on that side of the media landscape,
Yeah.
how challenging is that for you? And I can see from your career that you've been branching out. It wasn't
Yeah.
just that you stayed a presenter. Now you're looking into acting, and then you also have your own voice. You have a huge social media following as well.
Yeah.
How does that work?
So I think I learned this quite early when I started. TV had already started taking a backseat, and so did my channel, so did the teams that I work with. Everybody understood that now social media is the new age screen that
Right.
people are going to
Right,
be hooked
right, right.
onto. So what, as I think even as a channel we did, and also myself individually, I started putting a lot of my work out on social media. So that is how I started creating content on my socials.
Right.
When I had an Instagram and a Facebook at that time and a YouTube channel, I was really like just cutting out clips of my interviews with Bollywood celebrities, putting out my work, whatever I was hosting out at a wedding or in a corporate event. I was posting clips of it or pictures of it. There were no videos at the time on Instagram. It was only pictures. But on YouTube, I was putting my interviews. And people were watching all of that. And, you know, there were a lot of people, even today, when they tell me, we saw your interview, and they never tell me, we saw your interview on TV. They tell me, we saw it on your Instagram.
Of course,
We saw
yeah.
it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, that's where the traction comes in from. And then, you know, nobody, like you were saying, has the time to now sit and watch like an entire long 30-minute interview.
Yeah.
They want to see those little clips, and when I put out those little clips, that's what goes viral. So very early into this, I realized that my work needs to be out there. If you know, I'm looking, my potential clients could be coming from social media.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
was the aim.
Yeah.
And then slowly, social media became that place where you create content. So I just kind of grew with it. Like in COVID, I started my TikTok profile, and very honestly, I didn't even know what I was doing on it. I just
I think most of us didn't.
Somebody just said start a TikTok account. I said, and do what? And then I started looking at videos, and I started enjoying watching certain videos, and then I wanted to copy those and do the same thing, like those dubbing videos and funny
The dub
reels,
smashes, yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
So I started doing all of that. I started doing funny dances. Then I
Nice.
started cooking, and then I started getting all these, you know, different cooking utensils and stuff from brands, and then they wanted me to create content with it. So I just went with the flow and started putting all of that out, and that started getting popular.
And I like about your stories. You never got stuck that, oh, I'm a TV presenter. TikTok is beneath me.
No, in fact, when I was a TV presenter, 1 year into doing Z Connect, I was like, what next? What else am I going to do? And when I was approached to host a 25th anniversary for a couple, I was hesitant at first. I said, I don't do this kind of stuff. Then I said, but why not? Let me just go give it a shot.
Yeah.
At max, what's going to happen? I'll fail. I won't like it. We'll see about it. But I did it and I enjoyed it. And then I did a corporate show. I did a 5-day Ramadan event. One after another, it just started coming to me. And then I said, oh, this is a good area to be in. So it was presenting on TV, then MCing on stage, and then content and social media. Acting is something which I was looking at even at that time. So I used to, but in Dubai, whatever I would get, like there were casting or auditions going on for TV commercials, I used to do that. So जहाँ opportunity मिल जाती थी, so अब वो web series की opportunity मुझे अब जाकर मिली तो मैंने अब किया.
Yeah, you never restricted yourself. That's
I
a
didn't,
great takeaway from your story. Asad, you are also somebody who's branched out, and you, again, I see this so much in you that you've never shied away from, you know, taking hold of an opportunity. If it's a podcast, if it's like you said, you were like henchman in a Bollywood movie. What are the things that you would want to say to people who do have that fear that I can only do this, maybe I can't do that? And you've done things which they may not have given you that exposure, but they must have taught you a lot as an experience. What would you say to the people who are afraid of branching out into other roles, even though their personal or emotional calling may be something like that?
I think these days we've become a little too critical of ourselves and others. I think that the tolerance level previously was a little higher. There were actors who had flop movies back to back to back to back, and they would still be getting chances from the audience, let alone the producers and the directors. These days we are very critical. One wrong sentence and there is a cancel culture which goes after you. I think that has instigated fear in people that I don't want to do something where I even lose out on the other things that I'm doing. And honestly, this world has a very short memory. I would be like, just go for it, just do it. I thought I couldn't do comedy back in 2019, and even the ones that I was doing in acting, in movies and on TV, it was supremely rehearsed. So even personally, I thought that maybe comedy doesn't come naturally to me. And then I got an opportunity to host a TV show for a big Pakistani channel, which was a comedy nighttime television show. And I said, but what if I make a fool of myself? What if I end up and in my first monologue on the opening night, the audience just completely doesn't give me like any
The
love or
response.
any
Yeah,
reaction.
yeah.
So scary.
It was, right? And this is not even the questioning that the first episode aired and people didn't. What if the live audience is just like,
Yeah.
you suck?
Falls flat.
Yeah, it falls flat,
And
right?
comedy is the riskiest thing to
it's
do.
very,
Yes.
very difficult.
Yeah.
Risky.
And the director, God bless him, told me, if the first minute falls flat, I'll give you another minute. If it falls flat, I'll give you another. This audience is sitting for free. They're here to be entertained. We'll take as many takes as you
That's
want.
amazing, yeah.
Just go and be yourself.
Was
And
it live?
It was live.
Oh, that's...
Like live as in the
There
studio
was an
audience was
audience.
live,
Okay,
but the
okay.
episode was, it's like
Recorded.
what Jimmy Fallon and all,
okay,
they
okay,
recorded
okay.
in front
But
of her.
it's so true what he's saying. Like, I was scared now after doing TV and everything for so many years. I was dreading because I had not seen any post-edit shots of my web series. I had no clue what I have done. So I said, first I'm going to watch it. If it's bad, because I expected myself to be really, really bad, first timer and everything. And I said, if it's bad, I'm not even going to speak about it. This is not going anywhere
This
on
is not
socials.
me. As if
I'm
people would
dissociating
recognize
Nobody
myself
will
from
ever
it.
know of this. Nobody
Yeah.
will hear of it.
Yeah.
But I was so, because I'm extremely critical of my work.
Yeah.
I always find flaws, and it's not like I haven't found flaws even in this one. But overall, I was very impressed with myself. I was very proud of myself. I said,
Good.
this can go.
That's a
People
good
will like
motivation,
it.
right?
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good
No, I think that as generally there are two parts of my next question, and it is all about behind the scenes, and that's what you've mentioned, that this fear or this fear of being judged or being rejected. Ahmad, what are the challenges that people don't see? 'Cause a lot of times people see that, oh, he's interviewing this Bollywood celebrity.
So
and
lucky.
He's so lucky.
Oh.
I
Life
hate
is
this.
good.
I was like, I don't like this. I worked really hard to do this.
Yeah.
Don't call me lucky. Yes, of course, I've got good luck in a lot of things, but I worked really hard. Do you feel that there are a lot of things that people admire, but they don't understand the work that goes behind it?
Actually, I'll give you a very, very simple thing. I've always been receiving messages like, interview this person, he's free, go. It's not that easy to go and grab them. And the most important thing, do the interview with this contestant. Okay, he's in the show. No problem, you can call this director, he will do free. It's not like that. It's not like, they are not
Work
like
like this.
everywhere like we have to go. It takes a lot of time, the permissions.
Yeah.
Sometimes they decline. You have to accept that decline also. Before, I wasn't accepting decline. Like, why they decline me? What do they think about themselves? I was very angry. But now I understand. Because you don't know what that person is going through. And the commitment, do they come with a particular event? Do they come by themselves? So you don't know. This is one thing. And the content creation also, you guys also know, a 1 minute video, for the editing, it will not take less than 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
People think that it's just like 10 seconds and that's it.
No.
It's not like
Exactly.
that.
It does
It's not like
not
that.
like that at
I
all.
just want to tell them this one.
And another element to add on this, right? That the opportunity, the creative process, that is all extremely difficult. But at the end of the day, all creators, actors are human beings.
Yeah.
It's like when people, and I tell this to a lot of people, is that it's like when you go to work in the morning, you could feel sick, you could have gone through a bad night, you could have, there could be something going on in your house. When you go to work, you give yourself that empathy and people around you that maybe there's something going on in their personal life. If somebody's quiet in a meeting or somebody is not delivering on their deadline, you're like, okay, maybe they're going through something. Creators are the same. There was a show, and I distinctly remember this, where it was me and there was this other comedian, and we were supposed to go and do a live recording for a big platform of an hour and a half special. And I found out an hour ago that my mom had cancer, and he found out 5 minutes ago that his mom was in the his father was in the hospital due to a stroke.
Oh my God.
This is an hour, and because the camera was there and everything was there, we had to go and entertain and be our lively selves, and go over the top and trying
Yeah.
to entertain. And this is something which I learned, and I've heard a lot of people say this, right? That they're human beings as well, entertainers, creators, with all the complexities that we have in this fast-paced world. First, there were maybe 8 channels
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the UAE.
Yeah.
So there were 8 presenters who would line up to speak to an artist. Now there are 8,000
100%.
content creators.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that challenge is there, and then these 8,000 people are going through stuff in their own life as well, and
Yeah.
they show up. I think that's something which, because of the facade that we also create, we create this facade for the audience.
we
right?
do.
I think
Yeah.
they miss on the fact that we're normal human beings
Yeah.
going through all of these struggles and trying to balance a very competitive industry where barriers to entry is very low. Anyone with a camera and a phone can basically start content creation, which is the good thing about it as well, but also the bad thing about it, because it creates so much competition.
It's a huge landscape
that you have to claw a little harder to get something.
Yeah, it's like it has its ups and downs both, right? Because you have that huge economy now, but then you also have to, like you said, find your place. This is a question to all you guys. What makes you say yes to a collaboration? Because, like you rightly mentioned, that initially what happened, the challenge is often that you have difficulty in understanding the landscape. Once you do, and then once you have your own place, which is like, okay, now people are approaching me, can you please do this, and can you please take out your time, and you have to be a little selective, and you have to be a little, I don't know if this fits my brand, if it fits my vibe, whether I really want to do this
How much
conversation.
money am I getting?
This is the most
Very
important
relevant.
thing. Very important.
Very
First question.
important. But
And
then,
you get exposure. Okay?
yeah, paying for the exposure.
Yeah.
But Ahmad, what makes you say yes to something?
The most important thing, you have to learn how to say no.
Ah,
I was
Great
always
part.
saying yes to everything. They were
Yeah.
saying exposure. I was like, yeah, I want exposure, but already have like that time 100K. No, it's good. You will have more. You will have more. I was like, and I'm a person that I don't want to make the other person feel sad. I like to say yes to everyone. I don't want, but now I learn to say no.
Yeah.
Because they use you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they use you.
That's the problem. It gets to exploitation very quickly.
Yeah.
very quickly,
Exposure
very
becomes
quickly.
Yes.
And you
Exactly.
have to know who that brand you are dealing with. Past, I have collaborated with one brand. It was for a podcast show. So then I knew that person was doing all money laundering.
Ugh.
And then my name was there. So I said, thank God they closed it before my episode goes on air.
Oh my God.
So you have to research very
Yeah.
well. I didn't know anything about
Even
that.
I have one episode of somebody who's gone through the same, and I was like, delete the episode.
Yes,
Like, we didn't post
you
it
need
yet.
to
Yeah.
understand.
But
Yeah. What is exactly the space where you feel like, okay, this is my space and I feel the most comfortable in? Like, I know it's Bollywood for you, and I know that you've mentioned very rightly. I want you to elaborate on that. You said that I'm every person's voice. I'm not a reviewer.
Yeah.
I'm not a critical. I'm not having like some deep academic discussions.
Yes.
What's that space like for you, and what do you want to communicate to the audience through that space?
So basically, like a lot of people, they have misunderstanding about this celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah, because so I come up and then I clear that. If there is it true, is it not true, then I have to elaborate and explain why.
Yeah.
This is one. And then definitely when they talk about the film, that this film have overrated or is underrated, I have to explain why it's underrated, or is it true, is it false. So I am the voice of that, because I know they couldn't reach, and there are some Arabs, unfortunately, in a different kind of country, they don't understand English very well. So, but they know what's happening, but they want someone to, to explain, and this is me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I speak in
You become that
in
bridge.
my own language,
Yeah.
so to make them understand what's happening.
That's
This
lovely.
Is basically.
Yeah, that's lovely. Priya, now that you have different spaces, where do you feel most comfortable? Have you experimented with a lot?
Acting.
No, I'm comfortable in pretty much every space that I've been in so far, and it's like even after acting, I think I found myself telling the team, that my director and the creative producers and everything. They say, "How do you feel about this?" I say, I really felt challenged. Like, this has really like taken all of me, all of my energies and efforts. But I really made that effort because I wanted to. I want myself to look the way the director's seeing me, and I want to do more of this. This is what it has made me realize, that if given another opportunity like this, I will grab it with both hands. Like, I would be very happy to. So it's like as I explore different areas, I start finding my comfort zone in those. Like even when I'm hosting events, like sports was very new for me. I am not like a cricket fanatic or anything, but like when somebody approached me for a cricket league that was happening, and slowly it went on to the World Cup and then the Champions Trophy, etc. I did like a proper pre and post match analysis on a YouTube channel during the entire IPL. So those kind of those areas were very new to me when they came. But as and when I got into it, because I gave my 200%, I realized that I'm enjoying this. Why have I just blocking myself out of it, that I can't do this and this is not my area. I think that's important, that you need to just experiment to know what you love.
Yeah, I have a similar question to you, Asad. Where do you find yourself most at ease? I know as an entertainer, you can wear many hats under that garb. But then there are spaces like maybe I like podcasting more, I like being on the stage, or there's a different energy.
For me, actually, I enjoy, when it comes to hosting, I enjoy weddings the most.
Really? Why?
Weddings are my most favorite events to host because there's a very different positive energy in the air when it comes to
celebration
weddings.
Celebration, everyone's drunk, whatever you say, they're going to be
drunk
happy.
ना भी हो, without alcohol वालों में तो ज़्यादा मजा आता है बल्कि. But there have been
and she can button, oh, how beautiful the bride is. Yeah, put the music, let's dance.
I don't have to do that because
they're already
so pumped up.
Already
They're already so pumped up. Some people have actually told me, his fellow MCs have told me that how do you do weddings? We don't enjoy weddings at all because the audience is so distracted and they're doing their own thing. To get them together, to focus their attention, and I said I take that as a challenge, and I love it when I have that power of the mic, and the minute I start talking, everyone at every spot just shuts up and listens to me, and then they participate, and then it's my duty to obviously make them have fun, and then they gladly participate and have fun because that's what they're there for, and then it's just such a fun environment to be in.
If you can keep their attention there, then
I love it. I love it. I mean, you have to know how much to talk and how much
not to.
Let them enjoy their.
You can't just keep like.
Asad, what's your space? Like you're like
on the
Pro Max.
on the it starts off from what you said, that what kind of projects I say yes to and no to. I think so. I've been doing this since I was 7 years old, and I've seen a lot of characters in my life, and I think now I've come to a place where I say yes or no based on the people. I will say yes to if it's people I have either worked with and enjoyed, who I know are good at what they do, or sometimes you meet someone and there's a positive energy, a positive vibe, and you're like, okay, this I feel can work. I do ask about the money eventually, 100%. But it starts off with people.
Is saying no a problem, like Ahmad was pointing?
I don't have a problem saying no. Okay. I have a very artistic way of saying that. That my mother needs me that way. Like, she's unwell, she's old. I need to give time to my mother or something.
Sweet white lies.
Sweet, because it doesn't break people's hearts. So, but then the thing is that it's the people. And I find I am the happiest in front of a live audience. Okay. Whether it's theatre, whether it's shooting something in front of a live audience, whether it's even doing a movie shot where there are a lot of extras, because it's a scene which requires that. And that just gives me like the best high. Even when I do films or television, I enjoy going and seeing how people react. So I know that I feed off of. Some people feed off of even how many likes they get.
Yeah.
I don't find high in that. Although it's a big thing, right? If 1,000 people have viewed it, like if you fill 1,000 people in this room,
that's huge.
That's a lot of people.
Course. Yeah.
We've just lost perspective because of the millions of views people are getting. That 1,000 views are pretty decent.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Try getting 1,000 people in a room to see you perform. It's a challenge, right?
Yeah.
It's a huge challenge. So 1,000 views are quite good. But I don't get that much happiness out of that, although I know that's where the reach is. So for me, it's live entertainment.
Yeah, but what you're saying is right, like even because we have been like live entertainers and live, we host so much live, we enjoy that, and there's a different kind of high. I know exactly the kind of high you're talking about, and that really, although I do enjoy sometimes when my reels go viral and people are commenting and everything, I love that. But there's a difference. And also when your reach goes like far and beyond on social media, it's not all positive.
That's true.
That's
I'm
true,
going to come to that
actually.
because that was going to be my next question, because it's about building community. This part of our conversation is going to be about, you've built community, you've got these followers, and then come the trolls. Like, what
no
are
matter
you?
how much of a community you build,
No, it's always going to come with that little group of people who
Yeah.
come up with the negative criticism, who come up with the negativity.
They will
Ahmad,
find
how do you deal with that? How do you kind of navigate that?
Troll is part of my life, socially
Mine
and
too.
not socially also.
Contrary to both, Alhamdulillah,
Huh?
no hate.
once
Huh.
I gave it back to them, screenshotted and put it on my profile. Never has hate come back. Alhamdulillah, touch wood.
But that's very
I
lucky.
haven't been trolled
I,
yet.
I call out people also sometimes, but most of the times I just ignore them because I've developed a thick
You've
skin.
developed a thick skin. Huh?
Because I post a lot about my personal life as well, and this is what people love, right? This
Yeah.
is what people love about, even about like celebrities that we
Yeah.
interview. People want to know about their personal
Personal
lives,
life,
not the
yeah.
movie they are promoting.
Yeah.
That they'll
No,
watch
no, no.
anyway.
Yeah.
So when you put stuff about that, that's where they start typing
Yeah.
and writing and all those anything that comes to their minds. I just call them keyboard warriors who are
Yeah.
just doing it for nothing. They're not gaining anything out of it. I've seen it at 12 a.m. on a New Year's Eve where everyone's celebrating New Year's. People are fighting in comments on my reel.
That's
Like, guys, get a life. Literally.
Yeah, I'm like,
Get a
probably
life. Yeah.
that's what they're enjoying. They're having a drink or two somewhere and just typing on my reel.
Yeah.
mean,
How do you deal with that?
I think two of the biggest trolls that I have received, one when I started my journey back in 2018, where I did YouTube, where you react on the
Reaction
trailers.
video, yeah.
So bullied me about the body shaming, look at your face, why you're a content creator. And then I really felt that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I stopped for like a good couple of months. But then
my
I came
God.
back, I said, no, I really don't care about people, what
Yeah.
this is me, my life.
Yeah.
They're never gonna stop.
Never. Second one is when I said I learned how to say no. That was this year. So basically, I wanted to do a reality show, and it's not that show that you're saying. So I went to Mumbai on February, and I shot the promo. It was released on their platform, everything. But then when I saw the contract, there are things that I cannot do as a local Emirati. You cannot say no. You cannot say yes. So I said no. And then I don't know what happened. I posted that, and I wanted to delete it. And I think someone from their team members, I'm not so sure. I don't want to commit anything. They wrote that he's afraid to to be with this contestant. He knows that this will win. He will not have the time. The footage and everything. And people are fighting. And this fan club came. And I am enjoying it. I'm having a lot of engagement. But then suddenly one thing that they say that he don't want to show his ugly, body and everything. It was like, why do people say like this one?
Yeah.
I was like laughing at that. But before, if it was before, then I would definitely be affected. But now I
Yeah.
know how people.
You've
do
developed
the
a thick
negativity
skin as
things.
well.
You
right?
have to.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to, because there might be something super positive about your
Yeah.
content, but they'll just find those little negative.
Exactly.
But we all got to
I
learn
don't
from
react
Asad.
now,
What's
khalas.
happening, bro? Why aren't you getting any hate? 'Cause everybody is
I
getting
don't
hate
know.
except you.
Alhamdulillah.
I want to know that trick.
Yeah, I
I
want to
just-
know too.
I think the people also have realized that I have a big mouth on me and I can give it back to them. I think that people just don't come and like this. Alhamdulillah has never happened that people are fighting on another topic on my post.
Oh, this happened to me a lot.
Yeah,
Happened to me a lot. Like two fandoms, I've reviewed a drama or I've reviewed
they're
a film,
fighting amongst
and they're
They're
like,
fighting
but
amongst
Salman
themselves.
Khan is the king and Shah Rukh
Yeah,
Khan is
it
the king. And
happens.
you're like, but why are you doing
Why
that?
are
Like,
you doing
okay,
here? Yeah.
okay,
Carry on.
3,000 comments. Great,
Good.
great,
Good.
Yeah,
great.
got the engagement.
I think I should do some things to get these people to fight on my.
This
I
versus
will give
that.
it some
Yeah,
to you, to your side. I will give it to you.
But Alhamdulillah, it's never like I've been very like I think I've been blessed on this. I've never had trollers because-
Attacks.
and they know that if somebody tells me that a cow was flying at night, I won't be like how. I'll be like, yes, it also came to my balcony and gave me some milk and left.
Add to the
I
list.
am just that kind of person.
Very nice.
Now if people ask me, you've stopped meeting us, right? You're very busy. I'm like, yes.
So this is a very Salman Khan thing.
No
just
arguing,
move on.
no
Very Salman Khan
arguing.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
you just move
Yeah.
on. I just don't like engaging. Like if there is positive engagement, great. If there is criticism, feedback I think is a gift.
Yeah.
I always take that.
Genuine criticism.
Genuine criticism, and then I will decide what I want to do it with. But like if Priya gives me feedback, she's actually giving me a gift, right? She's actually her intent is to make me better and
Yeah.
is to show something. So I'll take that. But what I do with it is is my point of view. But negativity, no space.
That's a really
whatsoever.
good like jump off to my next question. What differentiates criticism to for the sake of criticism? Oh, I don't like this, or somebody who genuinely cares.
Intent and capability. If I was to go and tell Virat Kohli that your posture is not good, I have no reason.
He
to
should
do
not
that,
be taking you seriously,
right? Because
yeah.
I don't have the expertise.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it. Even if my intent is right,
Yeah.
right, I don't have the expertise.
That is something which has become so true of suddenly critics analyzing every single movie out there and actors and everything and saying bad about songs.
Disparaging things, yeah.
Which people do as an audience. You're allowed to do that, but because you think you have a voice, because you have a camera, you can go on social media and put out whatever videos you
100%,
like.
yeah.
You just tend to be more critical and just say all bad and negative things without even thinking
What it will do to somebody. Yeah.
and no, but even considering the amount of effort that would have gone into
that,
making maybe a film or a song or
Yeah, it takes a lot
as
of
a
effort.
paying audience, and audiences pay two ways. Sorry if I cut you. Audiences pay two ways, either with their time or with their money. As a paying audience, you can be like, I liked it, I didn't like it.
Correct.
It was my taste, it was not my taste. I was entertained, I was not. Great. We're all there for it. And to be fair, we are selling a product which you guys are purchasing. There is no, I have full humility in that. I am not that point of view that I am a star and all of you are my followers. I'm like, you guys are my customers.
Yeah.
I have to keep you happy.
Entertained, yeah.
Because you are the ones that are determining my longevity, my virality, whatever it is. That is fine. But when somebody who doesn't have the capability goes the extra mile and is like, I think your camera frames were not right. I think your script was a little bit. I would have put this much depth in. You have no space to say that. If you are an expert, if you've done it, if you know, if you've read it, then I will
Take your
100% take it. But if somebody is sitting in a small town in Sialkot posts that Christopher Nolan had wrong frames in the
Oh my
Odyssey,
God.
I will laugh. Exactly. This is the reaction
Yeah,
that will come. So I think that we just need to realize again as individuals where our space is. You won't go to your neighbor and tell them how to raise their children because that's not your space.
Yeah.
Just like that, you have to understand that although communication and connectivity has brought people closer, it's easier, as she said, keyboard warriors. But we need to take that with some responsibility, just a little. Like people have their different, like they have different variables and thresholds. But we need to be a bit more responsible. I have a very good indicator which I tell people. Only post something which you are not afraid to stand in the middle of your house and scream out loud. In front of your mother, your father, your wife,
100%.
your sister, whoever.
Yeah, and it's so easy to just slide into DMs and go into comments and just write whatever comes to your mind, right? And just
Yeah,
without
if you
thinking.
can stand in your house.
But they would never do it openly.
To your face.
The minute, like, I have called out certain people on my stories, I've seen their comments, and if their profile has looked like that of a girl's, especially then, because I'm like, women shaming women is a new low.
Yeah.
And that's how I comment, and then I tag them, and then some of them have just deleted their comments and then again sent me messages in my DM saying, I was just kidding.
Ah.
I
Why
say,
did you
I'm
write?
joking.
Why did you write?
What the heck?
Very unfortunate.
So that's when they get embarrassed, right? Because they've been called out. Now the world is seeing it, and I've, shown
You've
it.
publicly shamed people like that? Yeah, I think it's important.
Good.
I do
Yeah,
that.
good. Because I think what happens is that people take far too much liberty with. My personal beef is with the anon accounts. You don't have a face, you don't have a name, and here you are in the comments saying, what is this person smoking?
They don't have the guts
And
to
then
come.
when people tell me that why are you being so affected, don't do this, don't let it get to you. I'm like, I'm not letting it get to me. It's not getting to me. I'm laughing at it while putting it up. But I want to call this person out because they will be embarrassed.
But this is so true. It's like something around, and I do want to take this conversation to mental health. Like you said, you've received news that some tragedy has happened. Now you got to go perform. You've received something that in your life, some crisis is happening. You still got to do that podcast. You still got to show up on set. How do you balance? And there was a study done somewhere where a lot of the personalities that are part of show business, they have borderline personalities, or they have personalities which are really aggressive, or oftentimes even sociopathic. There've been studies about that as well. But I'm just saying that I've been a part of this industry as well, and it does take a lot out of you as a person. Even though it is very connected to you as a person, it also takes a lot out of you. How do you keep that mental health in check while also performing?
See, the most important thing, you need to be passionate.
Yeah.
If you're passionate, then you will let everything go.
100%.
Yeah, exactly. I have been, like outburned and
Yeah,
everything. It's all part of our task, our job.
Yeah.
But then you have to see the brighter side. Like the future is what is waiting for you.
Yeah.
If there is no future, there is no passion, then definitely you will leave everything.
Yeah.
But then there is something, there's a mission, there's a goal, then it is normal.
Absolutely. What he's saying, and your mental health, as Asad was also saying, that you could be in a different zone, you could be going through a personal issue.
Yeah.
I have been in a wedding 5 days after my mom passed away, hosting it, because I had a commitment. I didn't want to let go of my work, and also because that is something I love to do, and that's what keeps me sane and keeps me going. So I would never want to compromise on that. That's how we switch off and switch on.
And I think that mental health, as you rightly said, right, passion and all of these things, to be fair, in any industry if you go into, right, if people are passionate about what they do, whether it's going in the morning and doing accounting or
anything
that keeps them going. I think one of the things which is very different about the entertainment industry or the social content industry is they mix reality with the digital. And I think the best, at least for me, the way that I navigate through my mental health is two ways. One, I separate reality versus that role that I am playing, right? Whether it's as a host or as an actor. And I have a clear divide. So if I am, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson used to say this really well because he was The Rock, but he was also Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
And he was like, I would never go home and tell my mother, The Rock wants a sandwich. It's Dwayne, Mom, could you make Dwayne a sandwich, right? So that separation, I think, is very important for mental health, which is why I don't touch my phone for hours sometimes a day. Because when you go onto your account, like when Priya will turn on her Instagram account, she is Priya Jethani, the presenter, the MC, right?
Correct.
That role has already switched on in your brain, no matter how much you try to fight it, right?
Yeah.
So I try to separate reality versus the world,
the virtual reality,
the virtual world, and humility. A lot of celebrities, even in the past, have been caught up in this. They got
hubris.
famous,
the hubris,
and then when it starts going away, they can't handle it. It's not just because they're addicted to the lifestyle and the attention. It's also because their ego I was beyond all of this. How can I lose? That humility aspect. So as long as I think artists, especially artists who are famous and have more exposure, as long as they keep the humility, these guys make me, and God, Allah, Bhagwan can take all of this away in a second.
Absolutely.
I think mental health, the separation of reality and humility, the mental health can be in check. At least for me, this has worked. Like no man's business, because you can take all of this away tomorrow. Will I be sad? 100%, because this is what I love doing. 100%. Will I go into a mental health spiral crash? No, because I will cut myself and go back to my reality that I am a son, I am a husband, I am a brother, I am a friend. I'll go back to that.
100%.
And that will be not my crutches even, that will be the driving force.
That'll be the ground under your feet.
That will be the ground
Absolutely. Ahmad, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Toughest question. Very tough
me back
question.
to the days when in corporate life I was
Corporate life,
interviewing.
where you would just take your CV and that's the first thing you ask. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In a company
very
better than
cliche,
yours.
but had to ask. 3 years, chalo. Isko 3 karne.
Bargain.
Bargain.
1 year.
You give me 2, I'll give you 1. It's okay.
See, I just started also acting. I don't know how good am I, because I'm a person that I don't want to watch myself. Even if I do content,
I know.
all the family watch it. I say I don't want to see my
I know.
face.
I love watching
I
myself.
I cannot watch myself.
If I have 50 views on YouTube on my episode, 49 are mine. One is my mother. That is how much I love watching
I
myself.
don't. So this is one thing. If it was appreciated, then maybe doing this one. But definitely continuing my content, educating people, and definitely I will not quit my 9 to 5 job because this is the stable income is coming.
Are you still doing that?
I am, but in a different place. Because you don't know, this is, the social media is a competition.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
comes and goes, so you will not have always continue it. So I need to have a stable as well. I need to have my mind like, okay, I have this, my income is coming, I know what I'm doing. This is a side hobby that I'm getting. So this is very basic.
Priya.
I don't think like that at all simply because my life was very planned until I was doing my undergrads, my MBA, and then my corporate life. I knew I had to get a job and everything. Once my life my career completely changed from corporate to media, which was a very unplanned move. Ever since then, I've left it the way it was. So I just take it as it comes.
Yeah.
I do look out for opportunities and I try to like diversify, like you were saying. But then now I'm in a happy zone. I don't like strive for something
You don't
which
push in certain directions. Is that true?
so I do, but for example, I'm very happy in the space that I have built for myself and I've established myself in the UAE. I do travel, I do things outside, I host events outside, I do acting, I've done commercials outside in Bombay, etc. I enjoy that, but when after seeing my web series, a lot of people told me, you need to be in Bollywood. What are you doing here? You need to go there.
Bollywood's so competitive, man.
So that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
So I know if I hit that market, it's going to be something else. It'll be a different ball game that I'll be part of. But do I really want to be there
Yeah,
right now?
that's
No.
a question.
I'm happy with my family life here. I'm happy with the kind of work I'm doing
Right.
and the opportunities that this country is giving me so far.
You're in a good zone.
I'm in a good zone.
And
So
you just would want this to kind of...
I would want this to continue for as long as it can and get better and better at my work because I know for sure I'm no expert in any field. I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and I think I can keep doing this better. But yeah, there are no major goals like 5 years later, this is what I
need
want
to be
like
starring
the
next to-
biggest
never know.
A-lister actor and all of that.
Manifest,
None of
manifest.
this.
Manifest.
Manifest.
It'll happen when it has to, if it has to.
Inshallah.
It will.
Asad.
My life, so I have a very a different point of view on this. I truly believe, truly coldly believe that what I can think, God gives me more.
Oh, mashallah.
Like, if you go into my past, we were very modest, not even lower middle class. Like we were very in Karachi when we moved back to Karachi. It was a challenge, and even the next day's meal used to be a challenge. And at that point in time, when you think about where do you want to be, you're like small job, stable income, enough to keep my parents happy and not worry about where the next meal is going to come from, or maybe go out once a week to a small dhaba just to that was where my brain stopped. And then God took me from there to where I am today. So generally when people ask me where do you want to be in 3 years, I'm like, it's a two-part answer. One, I can't think because I've left it in God's hand. And manifestation, there is SRK, there will be ARK. That is my manifestation. It's clear as that. Right? I aim for the stars without losing out. And as I said, my ground, my separation between reality and this world is very clear. So I don't want to lose that. Those are the most important people in my life. My family is the most. I would give all of this up
For them in a heartbeat.
just for one of them. I'm not even talking about the entire unit, right? So I'd give it up for my cat, man. Come on, I love her to bits.
Because you get to that age
Stage, right?
and stage in life where you realize that what are the things that keep
They
you
truly
happy.
matter.
Yeah, and if it's not just your work, it's also your family, it's your wife, your pet, like you said. So living in a certain place, like I think my husband's dream is to actually go in the mountains and open a cafe there someday. But he's a social person. Today, what he is doing, the job, that corporate 9 to 5, playing cricket in the evening, meeting friends and all of that, this city life is what he's been living for so many years now.
Yeah.
He can't just leave that.
Yeah.
that's the end goal. Maybe someday, maybe a retired life.
Retired
But you
life,
can't just
yeah.
switch
Certain
to
dreams
that
are just
today.
mostly fantasies. You think about it, oh,
Yeah.
maybe I'll do that, but
Yeah.
then maybe you don't really want to do that.
You
Or
never
you
know,
want to stay
exactly.
grounded.
You want it at a different stage in
Different
your life.
stage,
Different
definitely.
stage,
Different
exactly.
stage, possibly.
Like if 5 years
Priorities
back,
change.
if you say that after 5 years you want to be actor, I say I will never act.
Yeah,
But now when it
there
came,
you
I said
go.
yes.
Exactly.
So you never know.
You never know. You never
Yeah,
know.
so for me, it's as simple as I've left my life in the hands of Allah.
Yeah, of course.
I'm very much like water.
He will plan.
And
Inshallah.
I aim for the stars. I want it all or nothing at all. But without losing out on the ground that I stand on.
Quick rapid fire questions before we sign
my
off.
God.
Alhamdulillah.
Rapid fire.
There is coffee and there is
It's still
rapid fire.
Rapid
Oh,
fire.
God.
So
Rapid
it's
fire.
there's like all these desserts that are
All
going
these.
to
It's
go to
actually
one
food
person.
and coffee and rapid
Rapid fire.
Let's not
Except
forget
which
this.
one person.
Is it by
has
order
today.
or who
Oh, you!
answers
I'm starting with you.
first? Oh, if it's
You-
me
you
only.
You
first.
made the mistake by sitting next to
You
me.
chose that
Please,
seat.
please. Okay.
It's really fun. Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
Long form videos or short form videos?
Short. It's not like everyone answering.
Yeah,
Everyone
everyone will
the
answer. It's
same?
you. Yeah.
Oh.
So you have time to prepare.
Oh, you're lucky.
No, she can start with me if you want to think. I'm okay with it.
Do you want me to start with you? We can start with you.
Yeah,
Okay, let's start with
yeah,
you. Different questions though.
Go for it.
Oh,
Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram. Actually, sorry, no. TikTok because it takes away the power from capitalists.
Oh, whoa! Did not see that coming.
He
TikTok
prepared.
or YouTube?
YouTube.
Scripted or spontaneous?
Spontaneous.
Comedy or drama?
Dramedy.
Dramedy, nice. One creator you'd love to collaborate with?
Shah Rukh Khan.
Did you not interview him? Have you interviewed
No, I
him?
haven't.
Creator.
I've very consciously stayed away from him. I have had a couple of opportunities, but this is where the manifestation comes in. I've been like, the day I meet him for the first time, we'll share a frame and a scene together.
Wow,
So
you
I've
haven't
met him
yet.
I've met him, we've never worked. I've met him. I was supposed to be in Happy New Year. I was not. Then Farah was nice enough to introduce me to the cast. I've met him there. I met him at Sharjah Book Festival. But I was like, the day we work together is going to be the day when we share a frame together.
I want to have a long conversation with him for obviously the camera
Yeah.
because I think he's one of the most brilliant minds.
nobody
comes
close to him. Nobody
I think
comes
Ranveer does, but like,
No,
but
I'm sorry.
Shah Rukh is-
I'm a Shah
Oh,
Rukh
you're a
guy.
Shah Rukh
I'm
loyalist.
a-
Okay. No, but I'm
There is Shah Rukh,
Ah,
then
and
there is a
everybody
huge world gap. and
Okay,
then
this is
there only
everybody.
one-
Okay,
Oh
all right.
my God.
Oh my God. True Shah Rukh fan you are.
Yeah.
One app you couldn't work without.
One app I couldn't work without Gmail. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm that old school. I thought it would be WhatsApp, but the answer that came out was Gmail.
And one AI app you use.
I use this, so I've now started using Claude, right? And yeah, it's regenerative and degenerative both.
Oh.
So it can give you a lot of content, like a lot of content, but I think it takes away your capability of creativity a lot. And right now, these, the videos that you mentioned right at the beginning,
Yeah.
the bananas
The
and the
slop.
strawberries, it's novelty, so it's getting eyeballs. Trust me, in 6 months, if there is no progression in the kind of content that AI spits out, originality will come back into the limelight, because there is only so much of this kind of content that people
can
enjoy
consume. Yeah.
before it stops giving your brain the
The
endorphins
dopamine.
and the dopamine it needs.
Yeah.
And look at Gen Zs and Alphas. They want reality. They want real. The new Spider-Man movie is more real than any Marvel movie I've ever seen, right? There's
Marvel is like, I think Scorsese said it, that it's not cinema.
It's not. It used to be more bang, bang, boom, boom. And in this, there are more emotions, and which is why it's doing so phenomenally well. And I think that's the realism is what. So yeah, that's.
Okay. One piece of advice for someone starting today.
It's going to be a long journey. Stay humble, be positive.
Nice. Priya, I'm coming to you. Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
Instagram or YouTube?
Instagram.
Comedy or drama?
Both.
Wedding or TV?
Difficult. I love TV.
TV. Scripted or spontaneous?
Spontaneous.
One creator you'd love to collaborate with?
Can you call Amitabh Bachchan a creator?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd
I
love
mean,
to.
he's on social media.
You want to like interview him? What do you want to do?
I just want to be with him in the frame and then
Talk
see,
to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
be in
have
the
a
hot seat.
conversation.
Be in the hot seat.
Yeah.
Kaun
I don't
banega
know.
crorepati?
I think I can even make some social content with him. He would be up for it.
He would be
He's
up for
that
it. I
kind
think
of
so.
man.
Yeah, he's got some. You know,
Yeah.
he's got that energy. One app you couldn't work without.
WhatsApp, Instagram.
One piece of advice for someone starting today.
Just start. Just don't wait. Just don't think it's too late. Dreams don't have an expiry date, and just begin.
Just begin.
Yeah.
That's profound. Ahmad,
Thank you so much.
I gave you that run up to the to the ball. Okay, Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
Instagram or YouTube?
Instagram.
Long form or short form?
Short form.
Scripted or spontaneous?
Both.
Both. One creator you'd love to collaborate with?
Anyone who can give me fame.
Salman
Salman Khan.
Salman Khan, yeah.
Salman Khan, Shah Rukh
You
Khan.
interviewed him, no?
No, but I want to share something else with him.
Yeah, you wanna,
like a movie scene, clip, in a TV.
Like a vlog.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Podcast or vlog?
On podcast.
Podcast. One app you couldn't work without?
Instagram.
Instagram. Any AI app that you use?
One peak creative. It's like similar to ChatGPT. It can give you a good hook for the videos.
Nice. That's really impressive. One piece of advice for someone starting today.
Accept failure.
Ah,
Fail.
that
it's
is
fine.
so
fail.
important.
I failed a lot and then I came back. So fail. It's
Yeah.
fine. Learn how to fail. That's it.
Guys, thank you so much. This has been so enlightening. This has been wonderful.
Thank
Ahmad,
you.
I wish you best of luck with chai, with
Thank
coffee,
you, thank
with
you.
inshallah dinners and a lot of other things with Ahmad. And I hope you get
Buffet with Ahmed.
buffet with Ahmad.
That's a nice one. Buffet with Ahmad.
Buffet with Ahmad and hopefully featuring Salman Khan.
Hopefully.
And Priya, I hope to see you crack it in Bollywood.
हाँ मर्जी.
Yes.
Yeah, wherever
Wherever God takes me.
wherever
Now
God
my
takes
talent
you.
is so much. Now wherever my talent and God
Where,
takes
Inshallah.
wherever
Whatever
you
I
shine.
deserve.
Yeah, wherever you shine, wherever you're the happiest. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for your time. Asad, yaar away too?
Maybe.
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 We don't know.
This time you do it from the boys' angle.
We do it from the boys' angle,
angle.
definitely. I wish you the best of luck with
Thank
all
you
that
so
you do.
much.
I hope you don't have to compromise anything for your cat.
Nah,
And I hope that you continue shining and making your family proud and yourself proud and you're true to your passions. Guys, don't forget to follow Ahmad and Priya and Asad. They're doing amazing work. So happy to have sat with these wonderful creators from the UAE who are making the UAE proud and who are also shining for their own countries. Great examples. And the fact that they are sticking to original content in a time where AI slop is definitely taking a lot from your eyeballs. I hope that they continue to shine. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep following these guys. And thank you so much for watching. Khuda Hafiz.